Technology has been one of mankind's greatest tools for decades. Thanks to it, civilizations have grown at an unstoppable pace, and life expectancy has been extended by a few years. In addition, the advances of modernity have helped us make life much more practical and simple, but not everything is as peaceful and harmonious as we would like. There is one type of technology that has terrorized entire countries: military technology. Since the creation of atomic bombs, the world's most powerful countries have developed their weaponry at an accelerated rate, to the point where they have developed complex machines that no one can even imagine. Nowadays, most citizens only know the rumors of these possible war-ready technologies. But recently, something impressive has been leaked. This is a new tool that you might be familiar with if you have seen the movie Predator. Keep watching to discover how dangerous it could become in the coming wars. In case you haven't seen the movie Predator, it is a popular 1987 sci-fi movie about an alien creature whose profession consists of being a trophy hunter of humans and a variety of alien species. Upon seeing it, many people were amazed by the great technology developed in the film, as it featured all kinds of weapons and components that any government in the world would pay to have. However, many slept happily knowing that this technology was only part of the science fiction world. Back then, those futuristic movies seemed really far away from reality. Unfortunately, it seems that science fiction has become reality, and one of these weapons is at the full disposal of one or more governments around the world. At least this is the theory echoed by numerous news portals after an anonymous hacker leaked classified files from the Japanese government. Most of these documents were intercepted before society had access to them, but those that have survived reveal some disturbing facts. The most important of all would be a military training video that features a soldier in a strange suit. The man is armed with a kind of mesh made out of reflective crystals that look very much like sequins. At first glance, beyond the strangeness of seeing a soldier dressed like this, there is nothing that seems unusual. A few seconds later, however, the camera shot slowly zooms out. The man stands still in front of the camera, but when he reaches a distance of at least 2 meters, something unusual happens. The image of the soldier disappears. Although it would be more accurate to say that he becomes invisible. How is this possible? Many people might consider the video to be a simple gimmick or editing effect, but the reality seems to suggest otherwise. The idea of creating an invisible suit is not new, and although there are no official announcements, several governments around the world have been trying to develop it for decades. Every country wants to have the ability to infiltrate enemy territory without being seen, and this has led numerous scientists to try to create a technology that is capable of doing so. To make this Predator-style suit a reality, some specialists believe that the technology could be mimicking the nature of chameleons. In general, rather than becoming invisible, chameleons adapt to their environment, take on the shape, color, and texture of their surroundings, and manage to deceive the eye, especially its predator's eyes. This way, the Japanese government could have achieved more than an invisibility suit, a perfect camouflage outfit. This would explain why it loses its effectiveness when it is only a few meters away, and also why it multiplies as the human eye moves away from the individual. Another theory points to a new crystal created by Japan, which would have been inserted in the suit to generate this effect. This crystal would have the ability to reflect the image behind the individual or even the one next to him, creating a visual effect on any person who observes it in the distance, leading their brain to think that there is nothing out of place in the environment. If this is the case, the suit would achieve its maximum efficiency by making the enemy ignore what was in front of them while the soldiers advance without even being seen. A third possibility is that the suit has a variety of reflective screens that capture images of the area and project them synchronously as if it were a large television set. Therefore, the wearer of the suit would be perfectly hidden behind these elements and would go unnoticed until someone gets close enough to discover it. The chameleon suit could hide a large number of soldiers at the right distance and be a highly effective weapon for future conflicts. Given this fact, many people have tried to define this technology as the cape from the famous Harry Potter saga, and researchers have been quick to respond. Many of them believe that invisibility cloaks could become a reality someday. At least that is what Anjali Basaria says in an interview with the India Times. Invisibility cloaks pose a big challenge because they must be designed to bend light around an object, but there are many setbacks and difficulties in making it a reality. Still, who needs an invisibility cloak when you have a suit? The possible new technology developed by Japan and so many other countries could have transformed the impossible into a reality. Most researchers cannot give a real conclusion or opinion on these matters until some government steps forward and brings it into the public eye. However, everyone agrees that this will not happen. If a country announces that it possesses such technology, it will start an international scandal and give rise to numerous conspiracies, espionage, and covert attacks. The world is not ready for governments to have such technology, so it is better to keep it under strict secrecy. Even so, this does not eliminate the fact that it is already within the reach of several countries and is, in fact, being used at this very moment. Do governments actually possess these state-of-the-art tools? No one can answer this question. But one thing is certain, this is just the first one in a long list of powerful weapons that have been in development or in operation for a very long time. It's just a matter of waiting for it to be discovered and the world to be amazed by the warlike advances of the global powers. If you have enjoyed this interesting military history, perhaps you could join us to learn more about other great secrets that science and governments do not want you to know. The world is full of great mysteries, and if you dare to discover them, then check out the following videos.